children. This is me, T M Manjunath, assistant teacher, Sri Anberu Kenchappa High School, BADA. I welcome you all for YouTube class. Today I am going to teach you 8th standard second language English. The first lesson of this 8th standard English, that is in the prose section, that is a day in the ashram. This title express, this is the lesson which can related to the ashram, or it represents the ashram. Here, a day in the ashram is a wonderful episode, or a wonderful an event, or a wonderful information will arise in our mind that can be understood in that poem, a prose. That is, this prose is written by C.F. Andrews. The C.F. Andrews is an author of this prose. His full name called, that is Charles Ferrer Andrews. That is. So the short form of Charles Ferrer Andrews is a C.F. Andrews. He was an Anglican, or we can call him English, or called him British priest of the Church of England. So what is the relationship with India, with the author? C.F. Andrews is a priest in the church, is an Englishman, is a British, or we can call him as an Anglican. He is an Anglican priest. Priest means one who can preach some religion. So he is a priest, he can preach a Christianity, that is Church of England. And he is a Christian missionary. So look at this board. Here the word missionary. Yes, missionary. What is called missionary? Missionary is one of the biggest informative word this is. Why? Because learning of an English is not to learn the content. We should give an importance while we learning the language. We must not only give an importance to the content of the a particular unit, but we have to give more knowledge to the language, so that I am giving you more information regarding this word missionary. The missionary means a person who can teach a lesson, or he can called as a teacher, he can called as an educator also, he can called as a guide. So at the time of giving education, he has to give or to preach his religion. So missionary means, I am going to give a single line directly. Missionary means a person who gives or who preach Christianity is called missionary. Is it right? A person who preach Christianity. Yes. In Kannada, I will give you a single word, Dharma Pracharaka. Especially in Kannada, Christ Dharma Pracharaka. Yes, he is a Christian missionary, he is an educator also, and a social reformer in India. The main important thing is, he is not to teach, or not, he is called an British, he teach not to a British, he teach, he educates educate not to the British. He is not called the missionary for the British, but he do all these things to the Indian people. Okay, I will tell you a brief history of C.F. Andrews. C.F. Andrews is very close friend of Mahatma Gandhi. You know, our father of nation. Mahatma Gandhi was the greatest Indian freedom fighter. He is responsible for what we have enjoying that freedom. He is a leading person during that national movement or freedom fighting. During that time, this C.F. Andrews, Charles Freer Andrews, is the best friend of Mahatma Gandhi. And he was freelance Christian worker in India. Okay, children, today I am going to clarify the one important information regarding that Indian history. So, the British has came to India at the period of 16th century like this. That Christian who came to India for all those things in that history, they came to British who came to India for business point of view, for trading with an Indian people, having leading some the spicy items or whichever we have valuable goods like this. But when they were transacting with Indian people, they are find out some Indian needs. One among that is education. During that 16th century, the many of the British who came from that England, they wanted to teach Indian people, so they bring or they send some missionaries like this type of C.F. Andrews and other people who are called missionaries. Missionaries means a person who preach the Christianity. During the time, they along with that preaching Christianity, they can teach the Indian people. Do you understand? So, with the religion, they are teach Indians like this. So, they the first preference according to that issue, that information, they were a very good Christian worker. Do you understand? As well as a Christian worker, as well as the teacher, as well as the educator like this. He was affectionately known the millions of Indians. The Indian people, they treat him or they affectionately call him as a Dinabandhu Andrews. He is called as, he is known for Dinabandhu. Yes. You just look at this word Dinabandhu. This Dinabandhu is a word. It is called, what is called Dina in Kannada? Dina means one who have nothing. He lack of many more things. So, this C.F. Andrews is a best server of this type of people who doesn't have anything. So, he is called Dinabandhu. So, many of the Indian people affectionately call him not an Christian, not an Anglican, not called British, or not called anything else, not called a priest at all, but the Indian people call the C.F. Andrews as a Dinabandhu, because he may give such a help to the people who need it. Understand? Like this. And he was a true Christian in every sense of the term and the great humanitarian. This is the very important thing. Many in the world, there are many religions we can have. Today we are seeing that the many religions are exist in the world. Christian is there, Hindu is there, Muslim there, Sikh there, Buddhism there, Jainism there. There are many religions are there. Understand? But everyone will belong to their own religion. It's not at all in the big issue or the big word, a big problem. But a man who will be called an humanitarian is very important. The word humanitarian. Yes. This is very important. Humanitarian is a very important information. A man can give respect to the human being. A man can show humanity. That is very important. Today, we are learning many information of the great people like this C.F. Andrews, and this lesson is called A Day in the Ashram, is related to a great personality. Just now I am not going to introduce any of the great person like Rabindranath Tagore, Sarojini Naidu. So just only I introduce the great, our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. So we are learning, we are listening many more personalities' name, but we have to cultivate, we have to follow their principles. Understand? So this C.F. Andrews basically, or he belonged to a British, but he is known as in India, that is Dinabandhu. Why? Because he is Dinabandhu, because of his work, because of his, he gave an importance to the human being, and also he is called humanitarian. Okay? Anyhow, dear children, what is the relationship with this C.F. Andrews and title? Anyhow, he is born in the year 1871 as he reveals his experience with the state in the ashram. Okay, dear children, let's come to the main stream of this lesson. Shall I write this? Yeah. Right. C.F. Andrews, as I told, he was the author of this lesson. Okay, he reveals his experience. A day in the ashram, it's a type of a school, or the place where we can see that education. This C.F. Andrews, he visited a school called Ashram. A school called Ashram. He visited a day in the ashram. He reveals his experiences. Where he stayed in that ashram. This ashram is called Shantiniketana. Look at this word. Shantiniketana. Yes. This Shantiniketana is a ashram. Here, C.F. Andrews visit that Shantiniketana. How he get experienced from early morning to night, he is revealed his experience in this lesson. Okay, this is very interesting. Who found this? Who started this type of school? This school was started by the great Indian poet that is called Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, Rabindranath Tagore. So, this Rabindranath Tagore was the greatest Indian poet. He won Nobel Award. He was a greatest Indian poet. He is a Bengali poet. He belongs to Bengal, the word Bengal. Now it is in West Bengal. Have you heard? Do you know our national anthem? That is Jana Gana Mana. Yes, this Jana Gana Mana was written by the greatest Indian poet, that is Rabindranath Tagore. This Rabindranath Tagore, he started a school. That school is not in the form of what we have today. It is a different school. This is how it is different. This is where the students, they learn with a great joy and enjoying. They are getting new experience in that school. School means it is not only giving punishment with different aspects, but the students are learning something through enjoying. Okay, this way Rabindranath Tagore started a school called Shantiniketan. It is a new, different method of teaching and different aspects the students are learning in that school. That is school called Shantiniketan. So here C.F. Andrews visit to this school. This school is called Shantiniketan. This was founded by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, let's start the lesson. Okay, children? Yes. Okay. Dear children, look at this textbook. You can see this is our greatest Indian liked person. His name called C.F. Andrews. This is the picture. He looks like a monk. He looks like an Indian because he had a beard. Okay, yes. So only we can call him as a Dina Bandhu. Okay. Anyhow, look at this picture also. Just look at. So this picture, what I am fingering now, this one that is called Shantiniketan. This Shantiniketan is an ashram. It is a new type of school. This type of the school has been founded by, that is the great Indian poet, that is Rabindranath Tagore. Yes. Let's start the first paragraph. Yes, dear children, let's open the textbook, see the first paragraph. The words can't picture to you the beauty of Shantiniketan, our own poet and teacher, whom we call Gurudeva, as named it in his song, The Darling of Our Hearts, and it was worthy of our name. All who have visited the ashram, the old and young alike, have felt its inner beauty growing more and more upon them. Dear children, as I told, it is a day in the ashram is a one-day experience of C.F. Andrews. He stayed one day in that ashram that is known as Shantiniketan. Anyhow, children, this was, as I told, it is founded by Rabindranath Tagore. He was the famous, he is called as what is called Gurudeva. How the people of India called C.F. Andrews as Dina Bandhu, like this, Rabindranath Tagore is called as a Gurudeva. And he has named in his poem or in his song, that is Darling of Our Hearts. So, this is the a piece of song we can see. A Darling of Our Hearts is called by Rabindranath Tagore to his school, that is Shantiniketan. What is called Darling of Hearts according to Rabindranath Tagore? That is Shantiniketan. Shantiniketan is called by Darling of Our Hearts by Rabindranath Tagore. He has written that type of a line in his poem. Okay, so have you heard his collection of poetry that is called Gitanjali? That Gitanjali has won a Nobel Award, so that he is a Nobel awardee for his collection of poem called Gitanjali. In that Gitanjali, there is a one line that is called Darling of Hearts. That Darling of Hearts has been called by Rabindranath Tagore to his school called Shantiniketan. This is called Shantiniketan. This is called Darling of Hearts by Rabindranath Tagore. So here, all who have visited that ashram, any person age-wise, like is an old person or a young alike, he have felt inner beauty is growing more and more upon them. Yes, it's a very important information, that is beauty having a two kind, that is inner beauty and external beauty. External. So here this school is very rich in this inner beauty. He had a more beauty than the external. Understand? So this school is growing more and more inner beauty when one go upon them. Understand? So this Shantiniketan is very rich in inner beauty. So I will tell you what is inner beauty. So the looking at building is not so fair or not more beautiful, but when one who can go inner to the school or in the school, they can see the proceedings, the methods of teaching, the methods of approach, the behavior of the teacher, the method of or approach of the teacher to the student, and the student's attitude, student's behavior, and student's timetable. Everyone looks that that school have more beautifully. That is the inner beauty we have observed. In this, the first para tells about here Safe Andrews visit to the school. It was founded by Rabindranath Tagore, and he is called, this is a Shantiniketan, and also called this Shantiniketan as a darling of arts by the Rabindranath Tagore, and Rabindranath Tagore is also called the Gurudeva. This is the information we can get by the first paragraph. Let's see the second paragraph. Okay, children, are you following me? Yeah. If I were to describe to you one day in the ashram with the boys, that would perhaps the best bring home to you its inner beauty. Long before sunrise, like the birds in our own amloki groves, our boys were awake. The choristers are in the first time to rise. Okay, children. So this is the second para, as I told. This is the, if you were to describe, if you were to explain what happened, what you are seeing, it is the one day trip you can take, one day experience. Whatever the things he has seen, that C.F. Andrews who visited, describing his experience in the school with that boys. This is the boys, this is a school for boys. Preferably, it is for boys school. In that ashram with the boys, that would perhaps the best bring in our home, that is inner beauty we have observed. Okay, children? Yes. The meaning of inner beauty, as I explained, what is there in that school? The students or the boys in that ashram, they wake up early in the morning. They should arise, they should awake. Awake means wake up early in the morning. Awake. Awake. Arise early morning. Yes. 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 Wake early morning. So the students are wake up before sunrise. You know, sunrise is under sunset. So understand. So sunset means sun. It going to be evening like this. Sunrise means the day begin. So the students or the boys in that school, they wake up early or before the sunrise. Like the birds in our own amloki grows. So here we just look at some information that is the meaning of the word amloki. It is a type of a tree. Some grooves means a group of the tree. So how the birds were there, they woke up early in the morning, like the children woke up early in the morning. Our boys were awake, as I told. The choristers, the word meaning of choristers means, look at this word, choristers. So choristers means that is the member who sing a song together. Sing a song together. So the choristers means a group of the children who together and start singing a poem, are the first to rise. Before the students or the boys are waking up, there is a group of children who are singing a song, that is called choristers, who sing a song, and they go around the ashrama. They started singing a song, maybe the song related to the God, maybe they praying a God. Understand? In that song means the praying of song. It may be a prayer we can call. So they started singing in that chorister. They are moving around that ashram. That singing voice, the singing sound can make the other children to wake up early in the morning. The singing of hymns, as I told, hymn. Hymn means maybe a devotional song. Devotional song. So they singing devotional song. Then it is, you can hear the voice of this chorister in a distance, that drawing near and nearer, nearer and nearer. When that group came to you, this sound that sound can hear you so loud. When that passing through near you, it gives me a big sound or the audible or clear voice. When the moving away, little away, the sounds can be here little like this. Anyhow, this sound it dies away like this. It means that that here the voices in the distance it drawing near, and then the sound dies away. And as the core passes to another part in the ashram, and then again it comes nearer, nearer and nearer. The beauty of the sound in the silent morning in the air, and the sense of joy and reverence. As I told, that reverence means it gives an highest respect. Look at this meaning of the word. That is reverence. Reverence means respect. Okay. Dear children, this song, when you hear the sound of song, it gives a sense of joy and reverence, which brings it. It gives you peace to the soul. So it is very wonderful information in the second para. Dear children, this second para, which gives an highest information regarding the early morning aspects of the school. What is the proceedings, or what is the rules that school have given to the boys or the student of that ashram. That is, as I told, they wake up early in the morning. Who wakes them up? In Kannada, yaru ebrustidro avunna. That is called chorister. Understand? The chorister means, as I told, a group of same children of that ashram. They woke up early in the morning as before the other children. Understand? So they were called in a choir. They were called a corps, that corps called choristers. They sing a song. They sing not only a song, they can sing a hymn. Hymn means a devotional song, or it is a song which can address to the god or goddesses. They are singing the song and they are moving around the ashram. They are moving around this ashram. Understand? The children or the boys, they were in that ashram. So this is all going before the sunrise. So when the students, other students were hear the sound of this song, they will wake up. And this song can give the great respect of our Indian culture. Understand? Some people, what we can call, it gives the silent morning, that air, it sense of joy, and it gives an reverence, it gives an highest respect to the which it brings an highest respect. Understand? And it gives a great peace to our soul. Understand? The song, whatever that the chorister who are singing these songs gives peace to the mind, peace to the peace to the soul. Understand? So, because it is Indian type of school, Indian culture school, understand? Anyhow, dear children, today I am going to stop the class, and now I am going to give you some question regarding. Today I have completed the first two paragraphs along with introduction of the author. So the first question is, who named the school Shantiniketan? Second one, when does the school begin, or when does the day in Shantiniketan begin? And what is the term by Gurudeva? That is the darling of our hearts. What is the term of, as I repeat, the Gurudeva as the darling of our hearts? Which phrase used paragraph 1 means both the old and the young people. Both the young and the old people means the student or parent, it means that. Okay? Yes. Now, the boys in the Shantiniketan, how they wake up. That is, with the help of, the chorister can sing a song. That song, here the other students or other boys, they can wake up. Anyway, dear children, you just list out the meanings which are difficult in translation, or you just go through some dictionary, whatever you want to know the meaning of some words which were come across in this first two paragraphs. Anyway, dear children, I will meet you, and I will continue the same class in my next YouTube class. Thank you one and all.